Hi everybody, this is Carla with Cobweb Corner Cross Stitch and welcome to another video for Sampler Sunday. This is a channel about cross stitch and my online cross stitch store, and these Sampler Sunday episodes are just short videos where I pull about a dozen samplers and go into a little bit more detail about those. So this week I pulled about 12 Patriotic samplers, and there's a lot more, so I'll do another Patriotic sampler video sometime in the future. But let's jump right in. The first one is Shades of Summer by a Faithworks design, and it's a little tiny band sampler with a flag at the top. It's got a row of stars and some trees at the bottom, and a watermelon in different phases of being eaten along the bottom. And it comes with a little packet with 3 star charms. 2 of them are really tiny. So the stitch size on this one is, let's see, this was published in 2018. The stitch count on this is 91 high by 58 wide, so it's nice and small. The model was stitched on 28 count Summer Sky hand-dyed Jobelin over 2 threads. So if you stitch it on 28 count, it'll be 6.5 by 4.14 inches. And the fabric was from Witchelt. And it does use just a few specialty stitches. Okay. The next one is by With Thy Needle and Thread from Brenda Gervais, and it's called Baltimore Salt Box. And this one is 90 wide by 153 high, and the finished size, if stitched on, let's see, 28 count fabric, is 3 1/8 inch wide by 5 3/8 inches high. It was stitched on 28 count mushroom Lugana with Weeks Dye Works, Gentle Arts, and Classic Color Works. So that is Baltimore Salt Box. The next one is called My Country by La Di Da. And it says, My country, 'tis of thee, land of liberty, of thee I sing. I really like this one. I love the extra wide flag. And this one was stitched on 35 count putty linen by Weeks Dye Works using 1 strand of needlepoint silks, but they do give the DMC conversion. And it's 150 wide by 70 high, and it was published in 2014. The next one's from Prairie Schooler, and this one's more 4th of July type of sampler. It's called July, and it's in the new reprint format by Hoffman. And the sampler on the right has the flag images, and it says, July brings the greatest heat, strawberries and melons make cool treats. And the next one is from Silver Creek Samplers, and it's called Seeds of Freedom, and it says, 'Twas 1861, the Civil War had just begun. In 1863, Lincoln declared all slaves free. In 1865, a few good men were left alive. I'll pay respects to all I owe and help their seeds of freedom grow. Yeah, that's what this one looks like. Silver Creek Samplers has a very distinct style. This one's been a real popular chart. The design count is 94 wide by 242 high, and it was stitched on 32 count Zweigert Golden Harvest, and it uses, let's see, Gentle Arts and Weeks Dye Works, and does not look like it gives a DMC conversion. So that is Seeds of Freedom. The next one is a quick stitch by Shepherd's Bush. It's from the Notes series, and it's called Liberty Notes, and it says brave, liberty for all, unity, sea to shining sea. And trying to see these, it's just one design and it's pretty quick stitch. It looks like there's some long stitches, some kind of long back stitches, and these 3 smalls down here were just taken out of the original design. And the stitch count is only 47 wide by 73 high, and it was stitched on 32 count Country Fresh Cafe Mocha. Sorry, I stuttered there for a minute. And it was stitched with Weeks Dye Works, Classic Colorworks, and Gentle Arts threads, but it does have a DMC conversion. So that, and there is a button pack available for this chart. So the buttons are, there's a sheep down here and a star up here, and then I think a flag here and a heart. I really like the Note series by Shepherd's Bush. They have a bunch of charts in this series. The next one is a booklet of 5 patriotic charts by Blackbird Designs. I've talked before how the booklets, I think this one on my site is like just under $18, and you get 5 designs by Blackbird Designs. And you know, if you were to buy an individual design from them, the least you would pay would probably be $8. So that would be $40 if you bought all 5. This one has a couple really nice ones in it. First, I'll show you the cover. And then it's got, I'll try to get bigger pictures of when it's got Liberty Rose, Salute to Abigail, In Full Glory, American Eagle, and Sweet Land of Liberty. So this one is Liberty Rose. And that one is, oh, it says 0 wide by 90. Let's see. It's got 2 designs, and the first one that says 0 wide by 96 high, and the right side is 49 wide by 96 high. So that's a obvious error there. And then let's see. Make sure I don't miss it. This one I really like. This is called Salute to Abigail, and it is 147 wide by 149 high, and was stitched on 35 or 36 count mink by R&R Reproductions. Aren't the colors in that fabulous? This would make such a beautiful patriotic design. Be really nice to have that one hanging up. And it's not overly hard. It's all cross stitch. The next one is a small. It's 65 wide by 81 high, and it's called In Full Glory. And it's got the eagle. And this one was stitched on 30 count Liberty Gathering Gray by R&R Reproductions with Gentle Arts and Classic Colorworks threads. And the finished size, if you stitch it on 30 count, is 5 3/8 by 6 3/8 inches. Let's see. Then we have American Eagle. And that one is 93 wide by 114 high, and was stitched on 32 count Confederate Gray by Weeks Dye Works with Gentle Arts and Weeks Dye Works threads. And these do all have a DMC conversion. Let's see, if you stitch it on 32 count, then the finished size is 5 7/8 by 7 1/8 inches. And the last one is Sweet Land of Liberty, and it's another small. And this one is 78 wide by 71 high, stitched with all Gentle Arts floss and it was stitched on 32 count Confederate gray by Weeks Dye Works. And I think that's the last one. Yep, so that is Sweet Land of Liberty by Blackbird Designs. And the next one I really like, it's by Twin Peak Primitives, and I mentioned last time that I think Twin Peaks primitive designers are getting better and better. This one's called One Nation Under God, and then in parentheses, Liberty. And isn't that beautiful? Look at these flower motifs. Look at the colors in that. And it's got these, I don't know, moths, I guess. They don't really look like butterflies. And then it's got two women, and instead of having them both dressed the same, it's got different dresses on them. It's got 1776, and then it says, all men are created equal, that they are endowed by their Creator with certain unalienable rights, that among these are life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. One nation under God. I just really, really like the colors in this. And let's see, go to the last page. This is a chart pack. And the stitch count on this is 329 wide by 310 high. And it was stitched on 16 count oatmeal rustico. And if it's stitched on 16 count, then it is 52.23 inches wide by centimeters by 49.21 centimeters. It doesn't give it in inches. It was published in 2020, and it was stitched with Weeks Dye Works with a DMC conversion. So I just really think, and the fabric, I think, really adds a lot to this model. So that's One Nation Under God by Twin Peak Primitives. The next one is another stunning sampler this one's by Trishia Kogut, and it's Land That I Love. It's one of her newer designs in the last year. And isn't that beautiful? It's got this whole band of strawberries, and it's got this alphabet up here, and then really red, white, and blue flower baskets with an eagle. And down below here is a cat and a dog, and a cat and a dog there. So this one is 288 wide by 292 high. It was stitched with Classic Colorworks, DMC, and Weeks Dye Works, and it was stitched on 35 count tin roof by Weeks Dye Works. And if stitched on 35 count, then it is 16.5 by 16 5/8 inches. And this was published in 2020. Isn't that gorgeous? Sorry, it's got a shiny, and it's a really nice booklet. It's a spiral bound. So if you are stitching from the chart, you don't have to worry about trying to keep it open, but it's got a real glossy, kind of stiff cover. That's really beautiful. The next one's by Rosewood Manor, and it's called Grand Old Flag, and it's the lyrics to the song Grand Old Flag. So it's, you're a grand old flag, you're a high-flying flag, and forever in peace may you wave, etc. So it's got all these different flags and little sampler motifs here, and the border. So this one, it says, quilt blocks and patriotic song were the inspiration for this design. 10% of the sales of this chart will be donated to the Wounded Warriors Fund to thank our troops for their service. And the designer is Karen Kluba. And it looks like, let's see, it's 157 by 213 stitches. And the model was stitched on 36 count Cocoa by Weeks Dye Works with Weeks Dye Works floss. And 1, 2, 3, it's only 4 colors of floss. You need multiple skeins of each one, but isn't that gorgeous? I just love her designs. I am putting in a huge order with her for the expo coming up. The next one's by Carriage House Samplers, and it's called Americana, and it says Long May She Wave. And let's see, this one is let's see, it was 116 wide by 121 high, and it was stitched on 40 count sheep straw from R&R Reproductions with Soie d'Alger silks, but it also gives a DMC conversion. And the last one is a new constellation by Plum Street Samplers. And I'm going to have to get my cheaters so I can read this. Okay, so what it says on there is that resolved, that the flag of the United States be 13 stripes, alternate red and white, that the Union be 13 stars, white in a blue field, representing a new constellation. So that was the wording for when they decided how to do the flag with the original 13 colonies. Sorry, that one's got a little bit of a... So that is it. Thank you for watching, and I hope you are able to get some stitching in this week, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye.